Hello everyone, and welcome. We're here to discuss a significant weather event that's about to unfold. Today is November 4th, 2025, and a major weather shift is about to hit the eastern United States. This isn't just any ordinary weather update. It's a heads up for something quite extraordinary. The first real blast of winter cold is on the way for millions. Imagine waking up to a winter wonderland, with snowflakes gently falling and covering everything in a pristine white blanket. This isn't just a minor chill. Arctic air is plunging south, bringing a true shock to the system, the kind of cold that makes you reach for your warmest coat and maybe even a hot drink to keep the chill at bay. For many, this means the first widespread, measurable snow of the season. We're talking snow-covered cars, the sound of snowplows working tirelessly to clear the roads, and the crunch of snow underfoot. And a clear signal that winter has arrived. It's the kind of scene that makes you think of holiday movies and cozy nights by the fire. Why now? A deep trough in the jet stream is forming over the east, creating a pathway for Arctic air to surge in. This atmospheric setup is perfect for ushering in a significant cold spell. Without this, we'd just see chilly rain, but with it, snow and ice become the main story. The transformation from rain to snow will be dramatic, changing the landscape almost overnight. Over the next week, we'll watch as smaller systems build toward a major cold snap next weekend. Each day will bring new developments, and we'll be here to guide you through it all. Expect rain, mountain snow, and a gradual drop in temperatures. The higher elevations will see snow first, but it won't be long before the lower areas feel the freeze. And then the big freeze. Lakes will freeze over, trees will be covered in frost, and the air will have that crisp, cold bite. Our confidence is high. This pattern change is happening. The models are in strong agreement, and all signs point to a significant weather event. The big questions now: who gets the heaviest snow, and how much will fall? Some areas could see several inches, while others might get a foot or more. And will a coastal storm make things even more interesting? If a storm develops along the coast, it could bring even more snow and possibly blizzard conditions. Stick with us as we break it all down, so you know exactly what to expect. We'll keep you updated with the latest forecasts and help you prepare for the big change ahead. Right now, the US weather map is a study in contrasts, with two very different stories unfolding from coast to coast. As we look across the country, it's clear that the weather is anything but uniform, and these extremes are setting the stage for some big changes ahead. Out west, cities like Denver are basking in record warmth for November. Temperatures are running well above average, and the sun is shining on landscapes that are usually much cooler this time of year. This unusual warmth is thanks to a stubborn ridge of high pressure, which is acting like a shield, blocking cold air from moving in and keeping the region dry and pleasant. Meanwhile, the east is facing a very different situation. A coastal storm is sweeping through, bringing steady rain, thick clouds, and a chill in the air, especially across New England and the mid-Atlantic. Streets glisten with rainwater, and umbrellas are out in full force as people navigate the soggy conditions. In the highest elevations, that rain is already mixing with wet snow. Mountain passes and forested hills are seeing the first hints of winter, with slushy roads and snow-dusted trees, a preview of what's coming for lower elevations as colder air moves in. Today, though, most of the east will catch a brief break. As the storm moves out, high pressure builds in, bringing a window of calm, dry weather. It's a perfect opportunity for people to get outside, enjoy the crisp air, and prepare their homes and yards for the next round of unsettled weather that's on the horizon. This is truly the calm before the storm, a moment of quiet before the next wave of active weather arrives. Neighborhoods are peaceful, but the atmosphere is already shifting. The sharp contrast between the warm, sunny west and the cool, wet east is setting the stage for a dramatic pattern change. Weather fronts are lining up, and the battle between warm and cold air is about to intensify. As the ridge of high pressure in the west finally begins to break down, colder air from Canada will surge south and east. This will allow the chill that's been bottled up in the east to spread, bringing a noticeable drop in temperatures and a shift toward more wintry conditions. This atmospheric battleground, where warm and cold air collide, will shape our weather for the next 1 to 2 weeks. Expect more storms, changing temperatures, and the first real taste of winter for many areas. So stay tuned as the balance shifts, the weather pattern flips, and winter truly begins to take hold across the country. The next chapter in this season's story is just getting started. Midweek brings our next weather maker, an Alberta Clipper. This fast-moving system races from western Canada across the northern U.S. to the northeast. For most lower elevations, expect rain and chilly, dreary weather, not snow. But in the mountains of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, it's a different story. Higher elevations could see several inches of wet, heavy snow, a welcome sight for ski resorts. The Clipper moves quickly, so snow won't last long on roads. Think of this as the opening act, a quick taste of winter before the main event. It cools the atmosphere and sets the stage for the real Arctic blast coming this weekend. The big show is still ahead. Get ready for a much colder and more powerful system. The real headline: Arctic air arrives this weekend starting Saturday, November 8th. A storm system will bring rain, but its main job is to open the door for frigid air from Canada. Temperatures will plunge 10 to 15 degrees below average, with highs struggling out of the 30s, and lows dropping into the teens. Wind chills will make it feel even colder, sometimes like single digits. This isn't just a cold snap, it's a prolonged, dangerous chill. A deep trough in the jet stream locks the cold in place for several days. This Arctic air is the key for snow. Without it, we'd just see rain. Downwind of the Great Lakes, the setup is perfect for heavy snow. This is the big pattern change that kicks off winter for millions. When Arctic air sweeps over the still warm Great Lakes, the snow machine turns on. Cold, dry air picks up moisture from the lakes, creating towering clouds and intense snow bands. This is lake effect snow. From Sunday through Tuesday, expect a classic event. Northwest winds will drive heavy snow onto the downwind shores. Some towns could see a foot or more, while others nearby get just flurries. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan, western Lower Michigan, Erie, Buffalo, and the Tug Hill Plateau are prime targets. Even the mountains of West Virginia and western Maryland could see snow from northwest flow. The snow will be light, fluffy, and quick to pile up. Dangerous travel is likely. Some areas could measure snow in feet over several days. This is a high-impact event for the Great Lakes region. Now's the time to prep your snow gear and emergency kits. There's one wild card, a possible coastal storm, or nor'easter, early next week. If it forms, it could bring widespread snow to areas beyond the Great Lakes, but the models disagree. The American GFS model shows a strong storm and a big snow band from Chicago to New England. The European ECMWF model is less enthusiastic, keeping the main story as lake effect snow. This kind of model disagreement is common days ahead of a potential storm. Meteorologists weigh all the data and ensemble forecasts to judge the most likely outcome. Right now, confidence is highest for lake effect snow. A coastal storm is still uncertain. The exact track will be key. Stay tuned for updates as the models come into better agreement. The next few days will clarify if the East Coast gets in on the snow action. We'll keep you posted as the forecast evolves. So, who's most likely to see their first big snow? The highest confidence is in the classic lake effect snowbelts western and northern Michigan, Erie, Buffalo, and the Tug Hill Plateau. The mountains of West Virginia, western Maryland, and Pennsylvania's Laurel Highlands will also see snow. For these areas, it's not if, but how much. The big question is for regions outside these zones. If the GFS model is right, snow could reach Chicago, northern Indiana, and a wider swath of upstate New York and New England. If the European model is right, snow stays mostly in the lake effect regions. Major coastal cities like Boston, New York, and DC will feel the cold, but a big snowstorm is unlikely. Expect windy, frigid conditions, and maybe a few flurries. For most, the main story is the cold, not a major snowstorm. Why do forecasts change? Weather prediction is complex. Tiny errors in today's data can grow into big changes days later. Computer models use millions of observations, but gaps and small inaccuracies can lead to different outcomes. This is the butterfly effect. Small changes can have big impacts. That's why tomorrow's forecast is reliable, but next week's is less certain. The GFS and ECMWF models use different methods, leading to different storm predictions. To handle uncertainty, meteorologists use ensemble forecasts, running models many times with slight variations. This gives a range of possible outcomes and helps gauge confidence. When you hear chance of snow or uncertain track, it's about being honest with the science. As the event gets closer, models get more data and forecasts become clearer. Check back daily for updates. Details will sharpen as the storm approaches. Now's the time to get ready for winter's first punch. The first real blast of cold weather is on its way, and it's important to be prepared before it arrives. Winter can catch us off guard, but a little planning now can make all the difference when the snow starts to fall and the temperatures drop. Dig out your heavy coats, hats, gloves, and scarves. Dress in layers to stay warm. Layering traps heat and helps you adjust to changing conditions, whether you're heading outside for a quick errand or spending time in the cold. Don't forget thick socks and waterproof boots to keep your feet dry and warm. Cover exposed skin to prevent frostbite, especially with wind chills. Scarves, face masks, and earmuffs can make a big difference when the wind picks up. Even a short walk can be dangerous if you're not properly protected. Prepare your home. Close storm windows, seal drafts, and protect pipes from freezing. Check for gaps around doors and windows, and use weather stripping or draft stoppers to keep the cold air out and the warmth in. Let faucets drip or insulate pipes to avoid costly bursts. Frozen pipes can cause major damage, so take a few minutes to wrap exposed pipes, especially in unheated areas like basements or garages. If snow is coming, plan for slick roads. Drivers aren't used to winter yet. Give yourself extra time, drive slowly, and leave plenty of space between vehicles. Black ice can be especially dangerous early in the season. Ready your car. Check tires, battery, wipers, and pack a winter emergency kit with blankets, snacks, and a shovel. Make sure your windshield washer fluid is rated for freezing temperatures, and keep your gas tank at least half full in case you get stuck or delayed. If conditions are bad, stay off the roads if possible. It's safer to wait until plows and salt trucks have cleared the way. Avoid unnecessary travel and check for road closures before heading out. Stay aware of changing weather, keep up with trusted forecasts. Weather can shift quickly, so check updates regularly and sign up for alerts if you haven't already. Details will become clearer in the days ahead and will guide you through it. Make a checklist of what you need to do and tackle a few tasks each day to avoid last-minute stress. This is the official start of winter weather for many. The first snow is always a reminder that the season is here, bringing both beauty and challenges. A few simple steps now will keep you and your family safe. Involve everyone in the preparations. Kids can help gather supplies and learn about winter safety too. Stay warm, stay safe, and be prepared for whatever winter brings. With a little effort now, you'll be ready to enjoy the season and face its challenges with confidence.